We return to a far past, when Earth was a wilderness of ice and colossal life. Winter is coming. First snow dusts the basalt boulders. The ancient river seals itself in panes of ice. Distant ranges sink into violet blue. In that silence, life still stirs. At the first pale edge of a cold dawn, Colephysis steps carefully onto ground hard as stone. Each breath is a thin wisp of smoke. They paw through the frost for a few lingering insects. At the water's rim, a young Plateosaurus tries touching the ice film with its snout. Its mother tilts her body to block the wind. Motherhood is that simple. Stand against the cutting gust, yield the warmer spot, never let your gaze slip. The sun climbs, weakly. Shallow coastal seas freckle with ice. Nothosaurus must slide shrewdly through runnels to seize fish trapped between sheets. Every break of ice spends energy, so it calculates each move. In the conifer forest, Dilophosaurus gives a rough, low call. Beads of ice cling to its crest. The sound is not only a claim of territory, but a reminder. I am still here. I can still weather this season. Light leans toward afternoon. Waterfalls harden into ice pillars. Rime drifts like fine powder in the air. A herd of Diplodocus moves slowly, rationing every step. Above, the iced canopy cushions the occasional wing beats of Archaeopteryx. It fluffs its plumage for warmth, waiting for a gust to ease before changing perches. On the sea cliffs, Pterodactylus perches, waiting for the tide to ebb. Adults give up their catch for the young. This is how to survive a hard season. Stand still when needed, share when you can, move only when it's worth it. Gray evening falls fast. A north wind lashes across dunes frosted with dry ice crystals. Two Ceratosaurus face off. No need to bite. One stance, one growl. A single tail snap across the snow is enough to mark the boundary. In the marsh, Baryonyx is almost motionless, waiting for the moment a film of ice cracks so it can hook a fish. Stillness is a strategy too. Night drops. The sea is a dark mirror. A shadow of Leopleurodon glides past, leaving a faint chain of bubbles. On a frozen plateau, a line of Iguanodon files into a headwind. Mothers angle into the gust. The young press against their flanks. On the last dried winter blossoms, ancient insects beat their wings slowly to warm their bodies. Every motion is rationed, as if winter were counting the breaths of all creatures. Gray dawn Hadrosaurus take turns scraping the thin ice to expose dry grass. One by one, no waste of strength. On a frozen salt flat, Parasaurolophus sounds a low note to keep contact in the fog. The sonic wave makes the fine snow quiver on the ice, like patient rings. Beneath the cold water, fish huddle tight for warmth. The shadow of Mosasaurus slips far away. The coral reef waits in stillness for the warm season's return. Blue afternoon deepens into clear night. From basalt cracks, geotherm breathes, an oasis of winter. Ankylosaurus lumbers in, meeting other species seeking warmth. They trade places, test strength, then settle their order without bloodshed. But winter is not only patience, it is trial. On the snow-covered steppe, the sky presses low. Tyrannosaurus bellows in the distance. Edmontosaurus rears to face for the herd. No one has strength to chase in vain. Power here is the right to hold ground, keep a line, and wait. Purple dawn sinks, then pales. On a mountainside, thick-furred Tyrannus stands with its back to the wind. Every filament is a small cloak of creation. At a shallow, iced-over lake, Gallimimus leaves a cadence of prints. Ice cracks under the hoof and seals at once. The ice freezes into jigsaw slabs. A hadrosaurid herd tests each piece before the crossing. Cooperation saves the cost of mistakes. In a dry, warm cave, oviraptor eggs begin to pip. The wind still moans at the mouth, but inside runs a different breathing, light, warm, patient. On the frozen grassland, Maiasaura feeds her young as a cold gold dawn lifts the sky. On a liny, iced marsh, Spinosaurus cracks the ice with one measured blow and waits. When the chance comes, it hooks a fish just big enough for the meal. Everything has a cadence, a measure, a reason. Cold dusk sinks gently. The sky slides into twilight, then to starry night. On the snow, herds begin to move, layer by layer, far to near, like living rivers. Winter has taken much, heat, strength, time, but it has also taught how to share, how to wait, how to be strong without waste. And then, along the horizon, a new light lifts. Ground-hugging frost mist runs like a breath. Ice on the brook splits and chuckles into flow. Grass tips push through snow. Herds shift course, follow the river's thread, and press toward lower, warmer ground. Above, ancient birds cut the clear sky. In the distance, the sea pricks with small waves between drifting ice. Winter does not end at once, but its rhythm has changed. The extremity of cold steps back. Across plain, forest, and coast, the footfalls draw in the same direction. It is life's common choice, to migrate, seek new places, and open hope. As day spills over the ranges, Earth exhales in relief. So do we, because out of hardship, life has found its path. Adapt, hold one another up, and persist. At the far side of the ice stands the promise of spring, and this story, the story of a dinosaur winter, is only one of the countless ways Earth shows us. Every good beginning is seeded in endurance.